Hi kids, Papa here. Well, looky here, another ukulele. This one is not a test drive, however. This one I bought. I test drove it yesterday for hours and decided it was a keeper. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it at the end of the song. Also, after the song, I'm going to tell you about some of the chords that are new that we used here, and also a description of a word that's in the song. I've heard this song since I was young, and that's many years ago, but it has a song or a word in it, rotogravure. Now, I never had a clue as to what that was, so I'm going to tell you what it is and show you what it is at the end. Okay? Here we go. It's an Easter song, by the way. In your Easter bonnet, with all the frills upon it, you'll be the grandest lady in the Easter parade. I'll be dressed in clover, and when they look you over, I'll be the proudest fellow in the Easter parade. On the avenue, Fifth Avenue, the photographers will snap us, and you'll find that you're in a rotogravure. Oh, I could write a sonnet about your Easter bonnet and of the girl I'm taking to the Easter parade. In your Easter bonnet, with all the frills upon it, you'll be the grandest lady in the Easter parade. I'll be dressed in clover, and when they look you over, I'll be the proudest fellow in the Easter parade. On the avenue, Fifth Avenue, the photographers will snap us, and you'll find that you're in a rotogravure. Oh, I could write a sonnet about your Easter bonnet and of the girl I'm taking to the Easter parade. Okay, that's this year's Easter song. There are two very popular Easter songs, Peter Cottontail, we did that last year, and the Easter Parade or Easter Bonnet. That's this one. So I don't know what we'll do for Easter next year. That's about it, and now comes a word from our sponsor. So if you just looked in for the song, you can turn it off now. Okay, the new uke. What a prize it is. It is a Lanikai, which is what my other ukuleles are. That's the brand of it. Instead of being made in China like the other ones, this one is made in Indonesia. And it is solid wood instead of laminate. It is solid monkey pod or rain tree. So I told you I would tell you a little bit about this and about Mim's uke, where I got it. Mim has her inventory online where you can take a look at all of her instruments from a variety of angles. She's taking lots of photos of them. And so I looked through the photos, and there were two of them that I was interested in. Both of them were the solid monkey pod tenor version. I just liked the grain of those particular two more than any of the other ukes. So I wrote to Mim and asked her about the two, or told her I was interested in the two of them, and that I was also looking at other ukuleles elsewhere. And Mim got back to me and said what she would do was take the two ukes, set them up, and the setup is something we're going to talk about in just a little bit. She would play them, and since I told her this one was my first choice, the other is my second choice, the other would have been the one she recommended to me if it sounded better than this one. If it didn't sound better than this one, however, this is the one I would get. So she did that, chose this one, and I am absolutely delighted with it. The setup as far as the height of the strings, they're down nice and low without buzz. The notes are true at the frets. This actually is the first ukulele I can say that about that I have. All the way up to the 12th, if I play an A note open, it is an A note on the 12th fret. Pretty amazing. And that's very difficult to do with a fixed bridge instrument. So Mim knows what she's doing in her setup. That in its own right is reason for you to at least give Mim a shot at your business if you're looking for an intermediate ukulele. So that's my advertisement for Mim. I'm not getting paid for this. Unless, Mim, you want to throw a little money this way, that's great. But if you don't, go have an ice cream instead. Okay, now, some of the notes that we added here this week. We had a C9, which I don't think we've used before. First string, first fret, third string, second fret. Pretty straightforward. An F9, the fourth string, second fret, the first, second, and third strings on the third fret. We had, what other 9 did we have in there? Let me look. We had a G9. It is the first string, second fret. It is the second string, first fret, the third and fourth strings on the second fret. A lot like a G7 without that top string. And in fact, in the song, the G7 follows that. I'm looking at my notes here to see if there was anything else bizarre in there. We had an F augmented chord. So we had the F, second string, first fret, fourth string, second fret. Later on we had an F7, which we add the third string, third fret. Then the F augmented is second and third strings, first fret, fourth string, second fret. So those are the strange chords in it. So I'm trying to remember if I was going to tell you anything else. I was. A rotogravure. Any ideas what that might be? Well, in the late 1800s, early 1900s, newspapers, when they printed a picture in the newspaper, had this round cylinder that they would engrave the picture on, made out of metal. The paper would go in between it and a roller, and as the roller turned, so did that cylinder with the engraving on it, and the paper rolled through. That cylinder rolled through a pan of ink. So that spread over the engraving onto the so that spread over the engraving onto the paper, and as it rolled out, there was your picture. And here's a little diagram of what one of them looks like. So that's it for this week. Maybe I'll sneak another one in. I'm kind of homeward bound. The only wheels I have now are hooked to a walker, so I can't drive yet. Can't do much of anything yet. except have Grandma wait on me. So, and she's really enjoying it. So, until next time, bye-bye and happy Easter.